Tell me a little bit about yourself here, maybe.
So
What are you like, and why do you do it here?
I'm a very, shall we say, I take things lightly. I take it easy. I don't necessarily have anything against the people I target or I'm told to do.
You're a warrior, so.
But I suppose that I just take it as a fact of life that people will send people like me with my skills to do what I have to do. So I think of it as my daily bread. You know?
Yes.
This is my daily bread. And while I'm not working, I tend to enjoy simple pleasures like traveling along the river, for example, and taking in the scents of the forest.
Yes.
And wandering the trees. I'm at my most comfortable, I suppose, when I'm just lying beneath the sun and contemplating about nature. I like watching the flow of the water on the flow of the clear water on the nice smooth rocks of the river, and I like meeting new people. But I don't tend to make many friends, of course, because that just makes things potentially trickier, which is just as well. I'm the kind of person that can live anywhere, I suppose.
The great troubles of Subali is that there's been a lot of activity in forests. So Subali is right before the great wilds of Gubatan, and in the forest and the rivers, there are many tribes and many clans of all sorts of races, manners of races and people. You have the Sawaga, you have lizard folk, you have the traveling Bakunawar, the dragonborn. You also have your small pockets of humans, or Aman. But lately, there have also been sightings of orcs. At least what you heard, wandering around and talking to the people of Subali, is that there has been an orc clan. The orc are known as Araka, and there has been an orc clan that has been spotted in the Knotted Wood. So the Knotted Wood is the great expanse of forest of warped trees. They look dark and creepy and terrifying at night, and they are very difficult to traverse in the morning. And this is the corrupted part of what's called Mahala, the forest of elder trees. And there are many hiding places within this dark forest, and many dangers as well. People of a town called Batis, just a small town built around a spring, and it's also actually a collection of springs, all following a mountain path up to a series of small waterfalls. They have been reporting to you've heard from them that there are these orcs, and they've contracted you. They said that if you could help us get rid of these orcs.
Fairly typical. Is there just one particular individual that I have to kill in order to scatter them, or do I have to?
They have seen at least one, and they think that these are orcs that have given into the fury, and are now roaming the lands.
So there's no leader that I have to take care of?
They've only seen one.
Alright.
But, where there is one, there might be many, so...
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do now.
Yeah, so, you could, they gave you well, they said if you could handle this, there are many people who could do this, of course, and you're one of the many, if you could find out more, and potentially if you can get rid of them, they don't care how, but just get rid of them, then they'll reward you. They'll reward you for the work.
Okay. Alright, so I guess I'm just on my boat then. Am I nearing my destination?
No, you've only left Batis.
Okay.
You've only left Batis, and you don't really have you don't have much information about your mark. There is a warrior, Link. There's a warrior who is the one who watches over these lands. He's a sentry, a soldier of Subali, and he's the one who found the orc. He didn't act. I mean, he only saw him for a split second. Not a split second. He only saw him for a short while, and he wasn't able to trap him because of the darkness of night. But he was pretty sure that it was an orc. And this is Neji, the hunter, and there. So, I mean, he tells you that. Do I have to? Yeah, Neji says that the orcs are roaming around these mountains, not very far from you. Possibly, if you actually, you can. We saw the orcs only 2 days ago. It's possible that they're still here. The tracks are quite fresh, so hopefully you wouldn't have too much trouble finding them. I'm afraid I can't come with you because I have to watch over the town of Batis until more help arrives.
Alright, but okay. I mean, he's not in a particular hurry, right? Like, he'll only kill orcs that are really under the fury because he's not that kind of guy. He's not a bloodthirsty guy necessarily. And while we're at it, I want to ask Neji. So you saw these orcs, right? And how are you certain that they were under the fury?
Very clear to see. This one I saw was raging. It was charging through the woods without relent. But I couldn't catch up to it because it was too dark and I couldn't see well enough.
Ah, I see. When I accepted this contract, I was under the impression that they had actually done something from what your people told me. Are you saying they actually haven't done anything?
No, but are we going to wait until they do?
Very well.
I'd rather
I shall
not take that risk.
Very well. Since you are not paying me yet, I think I'll decide for myself what the situation is. But since I do know that orcs tend to fall into the fury, and I have seen the signs myself, then you have my word. If I see for myself that they really are beyond help, then I will be the one to fell them. You have my word on that.
Alright then. Should you require any more information assistance, I'll be here. I'm afraid it's just me for now.
So, we are near where you saw them, yes?
Yes, we are. It's only up the path, up the river. I was standing on the left side of the river and I saw him running through on the right side, over the right side. So if you follow the path eastward, that might be a good place to start.
Can you draw me a map, perhaps? You know these lands better than I do.
He hands you, it's kind of tricky because they don't use maps.
Alright, just directions or landmarks.
They only have landmarks.
Alright, a landmark.
They have marked trees. They have marked trees, so there are waypoints, there are way stations and checkpoints.
So I suppose my character is familiar with that system.
Yes, so you can actually roll on it. I'm gonna let you roll survival. I mean, you can roll survival with a bonus proficiency in the siguro.
I rolled 6. Yes. Okay, I bid farewell to Neji.
Yes.
And I hope that this town stays safe.
Good luck and be safe.
And I compliment them on their rice wine as well.
The rice one.
One of the better ones I've had. Perhaps I'll come back and stay a while when this job is over.
If you're interested, actually, this rice wine comes from Alamin, the plateaus, the south. So that's where we get them, but damn expensive. Those people are just leading us dry just because they have the most farming.
Oh, that's very interesting. Rice and plateaus. Reminds me of a place I saw. They planted in terraces. But anyway, sun's getting low in the sky. See you. So I follow the tracks.
So let's say we're in midday. So
I do it stealthily at half pace.
go ahead.
So I can move stealthily. Alright, that is 29 for my stealth.
99. What is your passive perception?
17.
17. Okay. You see, for sure, an orc.
Yeah, I know it's an orc for sure.
Perception.
Perception. That is 17, my good man.
Goodness, anyway.